UK. Yes, couple of points. First of all, I think probably the efficiency of working is different. I think in Japan it takes a long time to get to the conclusion in a meeting, and basically Japanese always want to get to the best result. In order to do that, they basically doesn't care how long does it take. But in the UK, efficiency is also important. And from my observation, they do what they can do within the limited time. Both in Japan and UK, just in different ways. In Japan, workplace is very important, but in the UK, quality of life is very important, which includes a workplace and also the private life as well. In Japan, yes. I think it depends. In Japan, in my case, I worked until I finished my work. They think the work-life balance is very important. In Japan, in general, maybe yes, to some extent, but the company I worked for doesn't really care. Generally speaking, yes, to some extent, but high-ranking university isn't the only one criteria. Usually, drinking, let me say, having meals with colleague or our customers is important for both in Japan and also in the UK. In Japan, we usually having meals in the evening, but in the UK, we rather have meals with our customers at lunchtime. Since the people in the UK try to have a good balance between private life and working time,
yeah.
right? They rather want to stay at home in the evening. In Japan, what I spoke with my customer was mostly business. In the UK, the compensation is a good balance between business and something else, like culture or the books or films and history and music and so on and so on.
I'm working at the Bank of Tokyo Mitsubishi UFJ Manila branch. Typically, we go home around 5:30 p.m. But if our supervisor or boss asks us to do overtime, it's usually 2 to 3 hours. So 5:30 to 8:30 will be our overtime work. So in the Philippines, it's relatively the same for local companies and branches of Japanese corporations. We're going to go to visit a client for a meeting. We must be there 5 to 10 minutes before the start of the meeting. When we go to a meeting, we always have business attire. For the Western style is coat and tie. We also do that. And then sometimes we have our local clothes like the barong, because in the Philippines if you wear barong it's also formal. Actually, in the Philippines, it won't affect because outside the business is different when you're in the business. So if you like, for example, you're going outside with a client for golf or drinking, it's just for fun. In a Japanese company in the Philippines, when we go to a meeting with the president or the Japanese, they are very straight to the point. So they don't want longer talks. So they want everything to be like precise and then very brief and concise.